The AI boom is still supply constrained, and that makes Taiwan even more important to global markets. Nvidia, for example, relying on Taiwan to supply them with new chips developed. Now, Taiwan's leadership is working at securing and ensuring supplies for the AI boom that stays stable. President William Lai said maintaining the status quo on cross-strait relations is the responsible thing to do for global supply chains. Mr. Lai was speaking at the opening ceremony of this year's Computex in Taipei, drawing more than 6,000 exhibitors from around the world, including big names from tech, among them Nvidia's chief, that's Jensen Huang, highlighting the island's relationship with the US and also looking to put to rest chip scarcity fears amid the AI boom.
Taiwan is such an incredible strategic partner for the United States because Taiwan is investing in the ecosystem, the manufacturing in the United States. If you look at TSMC and Amkor and Spill and Wistron and Foxconn, the amount of investment they've put into the United States so that the global supply chain could be as diversified and resilient, redundant as possible is incredible. We have enough supply for very robust growth. However, we are supply constrained. And so that's the reason why everybody's talking about scarcity of this, scarcity of that. We've worked very hard to align with our partners and plan with our partners. And you know that our partners are very supportive of Nvidia.
Yesterday at Computex, Nvidia announced its entry into the consumer PC market. CEO Jensen Huang unveiled the RTX Spark. That's a chip that could revolutionize laptops. From next-generation chips and AI PCs to robots and smart factories, companies are showcasing the technologies they believe will shape the future. CNA's Victoria Jen has been following the big announcement at Computex. She speaks with another industry watcher, Sherri Wang, to break down the highlights and trends that could have the biggest impact on businesses and consumers alike.
Sherri, can you take us through some of the highlights of this year's Computex?
Sure, I will start with robotics. So for the first time, Computex has a robotics zone. Last year, the focus was on AI server and AI supply chain. And now it's moving into robotics and connectivity. And so the companies are not just talking about chips, they are talking about cooling, networking, and I think Marvel is a good example. You saw their CEO, Matt Murphy was on keynote stage with Jensen Huang, and the companies usually keep the low profile. So that tells you the connectivity has become really important. And so Taiwan played a big part of this. And you saw Jensen Huang, Lisa Su, and Li Butan all are in Taipei around Computex. Their company compete with each other, but reality is they all need Taiwan supply chain.
Are there any new products or innovations that have really caught your attention?
Yeah, Nvidia on Monday just released a new AI PC platform developed with MediaTek. It's called RTX Spark. The goal is to bring AI directly onto the personal computer. The second area is robotics. So there's a Taiwanese company called AD-Link. They have a robot called Mobi. It is a general purpose robot that powered with the company's Edge AI platform.
And how is Nvidia's new product going to impact the AI industry?
Yeah, so Nvidia wants to bring AI directly onto personal computer. And so Jensen Huang said PC is being redefined. So for 40 years, the users are using PC by clicking button, opening apps, and typing command. And you don't have to go through all those steps anymore. And now you have AI agent. They will do they know your task. They will complete for you. So Nvidia is moving beyond data center into PC, and that is a space long dominated by Intel and AMD. And Qualcomm recently has been pushing into AI PC also. So I would say it is not just a new chip. It is Nvidia's attempt to challenge traditional PC leaders.
We know that Taiwan is at the center of the global supply chain. As the geopolitical tensions rise, how do you see Taiwan faring in this AI race?
I think Taiwan is in a very strong position, but also very sensitive one. Taiwan produces more than 90% of the most advanced chip in the world. Taiwan's role is not just about chip, it is a key partner in AI infrastructure. So that's why you see the CEO, such as Jensen Huang, Lisa Su, and Li Puten are here, because the AI industry still depends heavily on Taiwan's supply chain. AMD is a good example. The company just announced US $10 billion investment on Taiwan's ecosystem. And Jensen Huang has called Taiwan the epic center of AI revolution. So, but geopolitical pressures rising. We see US wants more production at home. China is building its own AI ecosystem. So that also matters for Singapore, because Singapore is becoming more important in AI deployment and cloud services. So, so I think Asia's AI ecosystem is being diversified, but Taiwan still remains the center of the AI supply chain. I think that is unlikely to change anytime soon.